Good day. After lecture 1 about God, universe and man, and lecture 2 speaking about religion, we are now at lecture 3, Man, the human primate. Darwin told us that man descends from the primate, but which primate species was he speaking about? And how that happened? That's the essence of this lecture. 225 million years ago came on Earth a new animal family with particular characteristics such as a gigantic stature and a proverbial ferocity. They were known as dinosaurs. During 160 millions of years, they reigned as autocrats, imposed the wild jungle law. Then, 65 million years ago, a series of catastrophes occurred. Scientists speak of meteorites fallings that set all combustible elements ablaze. For a long period of time, clouds of smoke and dust shadowed the sky, forming an opaque curtain between Earth and Sun, followed a total absence of light and heat, cooling and darkened the blue planet atmosphere. Herbs and fruits, lacking light and heat, without germination, didn't grow to the edible state. Little and badly fed, the dinosaur dynasties decayed, vanished one after the others, herbivorous first and followed by carnivorous. Soon after, the dust fell down. A new animal species appeared. This new animal species presented typical features on their own, such as an arboreal life, fingernails instead of claws, hands and tail prehensile, radius and ulnar mobility, a sight predominance over olfaction, a binocular vision, and finally the biped movement. At the beginning of his animal life, he had been granted with a powerful guide and intuition, and motivated by an innate instinct. From his predecessors, he benefited from the mineral inheritance of a skeleton bone structure and a continual long life faculty. Also, the vegetable enriched our ancestor of vital processes such as breathing, eating, energetic distribution, digestion, elimination, protection, and procreation, and crowned with flexibility and adaptation skills. As animal, he developed free movement. That new animal species was baptized primate, meaning the first. Is it not a predestination designation as first man? But who was he? Darwin told us that men descend from the primate. But what species from? He didn't know. Today there are 188 primate species. Which of them is our ancestor? We don't know either. Darwin gave us a clue. Solely those that could adapt to their environment survive. Others vanish. François Mauriac approved. Life rejected those that couldn't adapt. To distinguish from other animals, I give him a new name, the pre-homo, meaning the first man, or synonymous of ancestor. During 60 millions of years, the future first man, anonymous among other followers, lived happy days. Food and dwellings were sufficient for all. All and everyone spent a peaceful harmony in eating, sleeping, and basking. As said Socrates, life is an eternal beginning. Then, once more, 6 million years ago, happened a dramatic event, which provoked unexpected situations that modified the history, and threw our ancestor toward new horizons. Suddenly, and for a long duration, clouds ceased to pour its nourishing waters on thirsty land. Deprived of humidity, heat, and nutrients, leaves and fruits, unable to reach inevitable maturity, dry out, decayed, and rotten, taking out the forest resident their vital food. As misfortune is often accompanied with nasty partners, the heterogenic forestry population with brutal forest fires suffered deforestation effect when lightning, as an unconscious fire riser, lighted them here and there. The absence of leaves and fruit, main food, indispensable and vital for our ancestors, along with the loss of trees, protection against predators roaming around, created shortage of vital needs. Rapidly, competition between frugivorous, herbivorous, and arboreal animals turned out bitter. The event degenerated. It followed rebellion, dispute, fights, and scuffles. Then one of the species, predestined could we say, weaker than the gorilla, less agile than the gibbon, less cunning than the monkey, was told to be unwelcome and chased out the table, and the forest refused. This outcast species will a day be known as our ancestors. Fortunately enough, the pre-Homo was well prepared for his predestination to become a day a human primate. Whereas the non-adapted vanish, our ancestor, in spite of the uncertainties and the stress of the unknown, succeeded to adapt himself to the new environment and then survive. Wounded in his ego and in his flesh, the pre-Homo took over his life in this strange and unknown world, and as he will learn too soon, hostile. First of all, he became nomad, obliged to live in a strange environment. By necessities he had to look for, to find or invent new methods of collecting or hunting for food, and also to find or to invent new arms to protect him against predators always roaming around, or facing new dangers up till then unknown. The vital necessities favored the pre-Homo for certain initiatives, for endowing new skills. His animal intuition and instinct invited him to observation, so he discovered who were he, and what he could do or not do. Likewise, he learned about nature and his neighbor living beings. Observation developed memory. The observation and memory skills arouse a human imagination comparable to animal instinct, and stimulated imitation for anything that touched his senses. So the evolution kept our ancestor, the pre-Homo, up for millions of years, One day, the vital need encouraged the pre-Homo to the biped walking. As a result, his inferior members got robustness and uprightness for quicker movements. From thence, he was able to stand up and run, hold on, and every moment watch at 360 degrees. The creak of a branch, the wind whistling, a bird fly, and the thunder screaming, all were possible potential predators. During his roaming moves, he made experiment of socialization, from which his lineage started to meet together and exercise a beginning of mimic, verbal, or symbolic communication process. His new skills of observation, memory, imagination, and imitation accelerated his evolution. So, evolution as time never stops. For a long period of time, he was an herbivorous, feeding only on passive food like herbs, leaves, and fruit. Now time had come to evolve toward active living food, to become carnivorous. For that he had to develop new skills, new hunting tactics. One day he witnessed the steal of an egg, and so the thief ate it right on sight. Puzzled, he watched, and later did the same. Another time he saw a little carnivorous picked up. A fledgling fell from its nest. As soon fell, as soon ate. Later the pre-Homo did it again. He added some varieties of meat by eating small rodents caught by surprise. In many occasions he observed a strong carnivorous satisfying its hunger by devouring a grass eater. Then a day, when he saw the carnivorous, well fed, left the sight, he ran to the prey, lying on the ground, and ate it as much as he could. Once accustomed to live in clan, he developed the group hunting to catch big game. To succeed, he had to learn new skills, created new arms such as the throwing of ground or stones, the uses of branches or big bones. As the evolution never stopped, he learned how to get fire and to keep it up. The pre-Homo evolved with each new experience, so his brain got bigger and better organized. The more experiments he lived on, the more knowledge he got, and that made him still more different from other animals. Millions of years of evolution, as he was forced to respond to his new vital needs, eating, protecting, and procreating, his new skills, observation, memory, imagination, and imitation, developed more knowledge which was transmitted to the next generations. This transmission of knowledge, added to the new knowledge acquired with each generation, the pre-Homo worked out a new power called intelligence. The intelligence is a set of skills allowing men to think, to look for, to compare, to deduct, and to form opinions which guide his behaviors. This new power, the intelligence, an immaterial element, enriched the pre-Homo, a material element, with a new identity, a human identity. Since an immaterial element, the intelligence, could not replace a material element, the pre-Homo, therefore the two elements were both combined together. Then the pre-Homo became a primate and a human, and that is how our ancestor, an animal primate, became a human primate. Thank you. All lectures are available by paper or by email. Email address, if I know I can, a commercial yahoo.fr. Thank you.